Sentai! Zyuranger!
Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger episode commentary and reviews. This time, episode 38, Princess May's 7 Metamorphoses. Let's watch the episode. The episode opens with a woman dressed in black approaching some children and making a noise before one of them collapses. As she walks along, she does it again and more collapse. May is walking along and sees two kids together, but when the woman in black walks up, she opens her coat and a worm shoots something at the boy and he collapses, getting May's attention and saying, "Lady in sunglasses." It turns out the worm is Dora Silky's and it will control the children it fed from when it's grown. At an amusement park, the rangers are hunting for the woman when they hear kids collapsing all over the place, but they still can't find the woman. Splitting up, May is the one to find her on the carousel. She follows the woman, but is quickly noticed. The rangers confront her, and it turns out the woman is Lammy, who fights the rangers along with some golems, with May and Lammy going one-on-one. Lammy backs away as May draws her bow, and using Dora Silky's, she covers May in silk before beating May down. The others transform as Lammy launches May into an empty roller coaster, unconscious, before blasting the rangers to a beach and continuing the fight with the golems. Using Dora Silky's, she encases the four rangers in a silk cocoon and tipping it off a cliff, sends the rangers out to sea. In a shopping centre, Lammy, in disguise again, targets more children, but is stopped by a clown handing out wanted leaflets of Lammy, before May appears dressed as a swordswoman, before Lammy walks off. In the cocoon, the rangers try using their thunderslingers to escape. In a new disguise, Lammy says Silky's will be grown soon. Before Lammy can get the little kid, May appears with an open for business sign and a giant bottle, kicking Lammy about until she runs off. Next, May is dressed as a schoolgirl when she mistakes an officer for Lammy, before seeing a lot of children collapsed. Approaching an old woman, she is almost stabbed with a cane, as it's Lammy in disguise again. The pair continue their fight, before Lammy retreats again. Lammy appears again dressed in a suit and hat as she passes some nuns, before she's attacked first by a nun's habit, then a clown that jumps down from the roof. Before Clown May quick changes into a swashbuckler, and then her nurse disguise, then schoolgirl, and then nun, before turning into a bride and taking Dora Silky. But it's too late, as Dora Silky grows to full size and starts to tie up May. Lammy torments her, saying she is useless without her friends, and she will end May with a single strike. Lammy throws her boomerang towards her, but it is quickly knocked down by four priests, who state useless killing is unacceptable, before revealing themselves as the other rangers. They transform, and Geki frees May, allowing her to transform as well. Pandora makes her monster grow, and Lammy tells it to summon the kids it's got under its control. The rangers call in their guardian beasts, forming Daijujin and fight Dora Silky's, but are trapped in a cocoon. Just as the Jusoken sounds, and Dragon Caesar appears, blasting Dora Silky's and cutting open the cocoon with its tail. Forming Sovereign Daijujin, they use Empire Attack and destroy Dora Silky's, freeing the kids from its control. Sayaka is sitting alone on a bench as the Rangers surprise her with stuffed toys of the guardian beasts. As Kyoto apologises to her, and she forgives him with an armful of guardian beast toys. So, I actually really like this one because we finally get a really serious May focused episode, and it's like literally most of the episode is May versus Lammy. So we've got the tough, armored, married to Grifforza, evil warrior woman with the evil boomerang. And then we've got May, the sweet, yet, serious and, good fighter. May usually ends up taking a back seat in most of the episodes. Usually there to be like, oh no, before like joining the others and just having a good fight. But she's sort of, it's the 90s. She's still a girly girl. I mean, I think the last episode that actually focused on her was all about flowers. Although, let's face it, at the end of that, she sort of made it think that it was gonna like be a sacrifice, and she kicked butt. So this one, you know, all four guys are trapped. I mean, at first it looks like May's just going to be useless in the episode because she's not able to like henshin because Dora Silky's like strung up her dino buckler, and then she was chucked up onto the roller coaster. So of course, it then becomes like the guys, but then they're all like cocooned by Silkies and thrown out to sea. Obviously, they don't go very far; they're just sort of stuck in the cove. But the guys are out of the episode for ages. So, apologies for this. I was being shouted at. May ends up being the one ranger left, and knowing that she can't take Lammy one-on-one in a full-on fight, she's smart. She uses disguises. She keeps hampering Lammy and Dora Silkies as much as possible, stopping them from being able to attack the kids. And she does a damn good job at it. And some of the disguises, like the swordswoman, the clown, they're good disguises. And of course, she holds her own for the majority of the episode by herself, which I think is an absolutely brilliant thing. And okay, she is saved by the guys at the end, but who knows how bad it would have been otherwise. The whole thing of like all these kids that Dora Silkies is like biting or doing whatever to being under their control doesn't really seem to have any sort of repercussions, because it's like, oh yeah, we'll get the kids to destroy the Zyurangers when Silkies gets made big. And it's like, well, okay, we'll just destroy Silkies before anything happens. They just call the Guardian Beasts. Destroy Dora Silkies, and the kids are just like, destroy Zyurangers. We must destroy... Wait, what are we doing? What? So that was kind of a nothing moment. And of course, like, the last bit of it, those cuddly plushies of the Guardian Beasts, I want them. I want those little Guardian Beast plushies. They look really cool. And it makes me wonder if they did release those in Japan, did they release Dragon Caesar as well? And also, did America or UK get anything like that? Because I don't remember seeing that. Because if they did, I want to find them, but I've never seen anything like them at all. So I don't really have that much to say about this episode. And also, it's kind of distracting having Kitty in your arms. But, you know, she was shouting at me, so I had to do something. Didn't I? Yeah, she's happy now. So, yeah, that was episode 38, Princess May's 7 Metamorphoses, where she spent the entire episode pretty much kicking Lammy's butt. And, yeah, I found it pretty damn entertaining. Next week will be episode 39, A Subterranean Beast's Tears, where we get to see Green Ranger again, because, of course, no Green Ranger this episode. And with that, me and the cat will say goodbye. Just like, what you doing? Yeah, we'll say goodbye and say, see you next week.
ティラノサウルスパン10万モス
トリケラトプスガオサーベルタイガー